Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason allowed only one run on 8 hits in 6 innings against the Oakland Athletics at home, but in spite of collecting 8 strikeouts and only allowing the 1 run, Boston still loses it, and he takes the loss. So, let's get back out here. Okay, bullpen day. What have we got? Circle velocity and K per 9. Always a hoot. 12.6 break and hits per 9. Always good. Hits per 9 cap. I think that might be what we do here. I'm going to take a look at the rest of the stuff we got. Durability, pitch and clutch, home runs per 9. Yeah, I guess. Yoga and Tai Chi. Still can't wait for that Pilates minigame. Looking like fun. Okay, looks like it'll be Jason Parham on the bump against the Tampa Bay Rays in the Tropicana Field. Now, Jason has played against the Rays 5 times before, has a 1-2 record against them, a 2.53 ERA, and a 3.02 WOBA. Looking like a pretty decent record against him so far, at least as far as his performance numbers go. But, you know, would be nice to get out here and put up another win against him, so let's get out here and get it.
Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. 2 potential X factors in this series right there. The first game is coming up. Nelson Park, the right-hander from Korea, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Bo Gallegos, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Okay, Boston takes 3 runs off of Nelson Park in the first inning, so Jason gets himself a comfortable lead to work with going into the bottom of the first. Let's get it.
Here comes the first pitch.
Cutter on the inside for the first pitch, gets a strike.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch.
Oh, we got the usual suspects out here. Andrew Benintendi back from a quick spell on the injured list. It's no longer the disabled list in baseball anymore after the 2019 season. Swats that curveball. Goes right under Rafael Devers' glove. And that's a man on first with nobody out to start the game for Tampa Bay.
Standing in, Anthony Small, and he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. He's set, and the pitch. And a check
We're going to miss on
here,
that changeup. Looked like he was trying to hold up, but it was a called strike nonetheless. Good spot for it, too, and good timing. It's just he missed. No swing on that 2-seamer outside, so it's 1-1.
This is a situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough.
See that dude over there at
Even getting
first.
one out could
He's
be a
not
challenge.
getting too much of a lead here, so I feel okay with it right now.
Now the 1-1
Cutter up and in.
Swing,
skied off. It looks like it's going to fall fair for Andrew Benintendi out there in left, and he makes the play on the run out there, and that'll be 1 away.
The wall for the first down. Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10, and I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of it in. Very dangerous right now.
Up next for the Rays, Devin Travis. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone.
On the other hand, now you're trying to sneak over. Don't think I don't see you over there.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive
Try to
back
keep him
in.
close if nothing else.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Not so much, huh?
One out.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first.
Swing and a
pitch.
miss on the two-seamer down. Took the
Fastball
slide
that he's
step
way out
into
in front
account.
of. A swing and a miss.
Got him swinging at one. Calls for a curveball now.
Has a look. Now the pitch. A little bouncer.
Taps the
That's a
curveball
foul
down.
ball.
He was early on that as well. So let's try a little bit of... Been very, very economical on the showtime recently. And considering Jason has been pitching deep into these games all that much,
Swing and a miss, strike
might as well give it a
three,
try.
the throw. Not in
Try
time.
for
He's in there at
a
second.
strike him out, throw him out here, but it's just going to
So
wind
he
up
can't
being
make
out at
contact
the
there
plate
on
as
strike
Devin
three,
Travis
but
goes
meanwhile,
down
the runner on
swinging
first
on the
takes second
showtime
here with
slider.
two
That's
men away.
two-way.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Carlos Perez.
Designated hitter, Carlos Perez. Plays a one here.
Not sure where I've seen Carlos Perez before because he has 3 plate appearances against Jason so far, but no successes, and I don't see him on the Rays roster the last couple games.
From the stretch. And the runner
He's going
strikes
again.
for third. Pitch
Feeling greedy,
misses. The throw
but
down.
not in time,
Well
so
behind the play, that's an easy stolen base.
Gallegos making
You know, I
2
was
stolen
pretty
bases
surprised
here
to
in
see
the
him on
first
the move to
inning.
third because it
Very
didn't seem
impressive
like
for the
he had
young
that
man.
much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
So now he's 90 feet away, but with 2 outs, he still probably needs a base hit or something to get him home. Unless he decides to pull a Ricky Henderson and just tries to steal home, which is not, like, impossible at this
set up
point.
behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges.
Changeup on the
He'll make you
outside
bring the ball
corner.
into that plate.
Gets the strike, and now it's
Kenny
1 and 2.
Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Pulls this one in the air.
Swats it out to left field, right at Benintendi. Falls into his glove, and that's 3 away.
For the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rays strand just the one. Still down 3-0. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on.
Slider
Get a big
on the
inning
inside
started.
corner gets
No
the first
balls
pitch
and one
strike. No swing on it.
Oh,
Right,
one pitch on
two-seamer
its
down.
way. And
No
that
swing on
stayed
one
too low,
just out of the
apparently.
zone, and that's 1-1 count. Try to dot one on the corner here.
Chopped weakly
Taps
to the
it
left.
over to third base or short, and that's Adam
And the
Frazier
throw
over there,
first
and
is in
that's
time,
2
one
away,
gone.
or 1 away, excuse me.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's take a look at Yasiel Puig, a lightning rod in our sport, but he can play some D. Covers a lot of territory out there, and do not come around third base and send this guy home. He has one of the best arms in the game.
We've seen Puig throw guys out at the plate here, man.
Here's
He's got
Miguel
that cannon
Sano.
out there.
And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, like you can up there, huh? Hey, we got one out here.
First offering on its way. Hit on the ground.
That
third.
one's over to Rafael Devers at third. 1 pitch, 1
And
out.
That's the second out.
And that'll be out number 2 of the second inning.
Here's C.J. Cron now. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season.
So, what did we say?
Hey, he hangs it, you bang it, kid. Here you go.
First delivery to him
Two
on the
seamer
way.
down. Gets sawed off at the plate right over to Dan Vogelbach and delivered to first base. And that'll be the end of the inning.
And the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They trail it here 3-0.
I'm gonna have to double check because it looks like the other C. Perez that I have in my database played for the Angels in Jason's first Major League appearance. So I'm gonna have to get that and see kind of who that is later on.
First pitch of the at-bat.
2-seamer down to start the
And that one
at-bat, just
missed
outside, and that's strike 1, or ball 1, excuse me. To C.J. Cron here at the plate, I believe. Or just Max Kepler. It's Max Kepler.
That pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it
We're now
puts him in a
2-0.
great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
And as ever on 2-0, I like to feed him the circle change to upset the timing.
Call there, 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Right, another change. Swing and a miss on 1 outside, and that's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Keeping him working. So now we got 2 balls, 2 strikes. He was late on the changeup, so let's give him a curve, or excuse me, a cutter, top of the zone, I think.
Hey, be patient, get yours.
Let's try to get him out.
Fouled off.
Fouls it off to the back screen, staying alive.
Good pitch right here. Let's go, kid. Hey, see it. Drive it.
Here's another
Curveball to
2-2.
the outside corner now.
And
No
the
swing
pitch
on
down
1
low
in the
and
dirt.
So he's worked it
Full
full
count.
now. 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up?
Sprays off the
This is a
2-seamer
huge
that he
pitch.
was
You
late
can't allow
on.
this guy to walk.
The 3-2.
Try one
more
up.
time. And he fouls this
Fouls
one
that
off.
one off, so Max Kepler starting to erode the nice, efficient start that Jason had today. But, you know, it's not all about pitch count. It's only mostly about pitch count.
This is hit the other
That
way
one
out
swatted
toward
into left field, and Andrew Benintendi once again right there to pull it in for the first
catch
out.
Shallow left for route number 1.
Slider doing its job.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Bryce Baroa, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Try to cut her
First
down.
pitch on its way, and here's a
Generous call
strike at
below the
knees.
zone
Don't think he
for
liked
strike
that one
1.
too much, but it's 0-1.
So let's try.
Good arm
Change
action
up,
on the
swing and a
circle
miss
change,
on
swung
one.
on and missed, 0-2.
Good timing. He just missed it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
How about that slider down and away?
Here we go, guys.
Bottom corner. Let's see what you got.
Slow right
Taps it.
side.
Staying fair.
And the throw
But Jason
is not
can't
gonna
get to
be
it,
in
so that is
time
going
as
to
he's
be
able to
another
reach
little
base
ground
safely.
hit for Bryce
You know,
Baroa.
Hero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that
I think Blake Swihart probably had a better shot at that one, but
he's smiling.
unfortunately,
That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's
Jason
got
charged on a little
single
too
right there. He has no
aggressively, and,
business.
well,
He'll line out.
he let
probably
him have
15
it.
times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Lofted in the air out
Off the end of the bat from Bo Gallegos. Oh, and Yasiel Puig diving out there in right field can't make the play, so that's going to be another hit for Bo Gallegos, putting men on first and second.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second. Looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Into the box now, Anthony Small.
Get me over curveball, gets the first strike on the inside corner.
Right across the zone in there for the first strike. Baroa at second. Gallegos is over at first with one away.
No swing on the changeup down for Anthony Small.
Two and one.
Jason just about took out his elbow with that cutter.
He's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Spinning a throwback.
Not sure I really like the call here on either the one I picked or the call he was making. Curveball inside is the call. So let's give it a try.
Grounded up the first baseline.
He was early on it, pulls it foul.
Ball. 2-2.
So now he's got 2-2 count. I'm going to go change up outside corner, hope for a swing, or double play, or anything really.
And this one's chopped foul.
That's just
right
tapped foul.
Now another 2-2.
Slider.
Cue shot here out toward
easy
short.
one. Right up the middle, and Adam Frazier and Dan Vogelbach. Do-it-yourself double play from Adam Frazier, pulling it in at short, tagging the bag, and passing on to Dan Vogelbach for the out.
It's the Red Sox 3, the Rays nothing. Leading off the inning, Devin Travis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Devin Travis. Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
Still 3-0, so Boston can't capitalize on that strong first inning after getting a couple runs off of Nelson Park.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Devin Travis back up to bat.
Good change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one.
Nothing doing, so ball one. Let's go high and inside with this curveball, two-seamer.
Now the 1-0 is looked at.
I would like to have more news to talk about this road to the show in the show 19, but unfortunately the stream doesn't go until tomorrow, so don't have anything to say just yet, at the date of recording anyway.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Matter of fact, I'm doing all these next recordings in a big batch, so I probably won't have anything to say about the developer stream this week until sometime next week.
As a hitter,
it's not necessarily the best way to go about it, but you know,
like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed.
Sometimes you just got to make sacrifices in the name of getting stuff done when you have the opportunity.
Back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't
in any case, Devin Travis gets himself a nice little double up the middle for a man, put a man on second with nobody out.
And that'll
Cutter inside is the call. Get a strike.
The first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Let's try a curveball to the outside. Maybe get him swinging on that.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Grounder.
That was not particularly outside, Jay.
Foul. It's 0-2 now.
Just saying. It's kind of a bad spot for it. He was early on it, so maybe we could get him swinging on one of these cutters or sliders again. Swing and a miss. Carlos Perez goes down on strikes. Only the second man to do so today for Jason, but
not a whole lot to
you know, as long as we're getting outs, keeping men off home, I'm okay with it.
That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Up next for Tampa Bay, center fielder.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll take a look at a pitch.
Cutter down, gets no swing, so that's ball one.
Hey, let's hold him right here. Hey, get your pitch up there.
Try to change up outside. That one gets tapped, but it's going to roll foul.
That rolls foul for strike one. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Try two-seamer outside.
Popped him up.
Taps it.
And
Blake
he'll
Swihart
lunge
can
out
get
of
over there
crouch
and
to
grab
make
it
the
in
play
foul
for out
territory
number
for the
2.
second out, so that's good.
Now batting.
Now it's
Miguel
Miggy
Sano.
Sano.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last
Feeling
time.
better about our odds about this inning so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Swing and a miss on that cutter.
First pitch hacking here, and that's
Swung
the first strike.
through it, or
I
rather,
never want to take an
had
offense's
good timing.
aggression
He just
away,
missed.
But they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at
No
some
swing
pitches.
on one that was well
And
inside, so
1-1
that's ball
as
and a
this
strike.
one's in on the hands.
Hey, we got 2.
Cutter down.
Ripped down the line.
He was early on it.
This will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
So how about another one of these sliders down and away?
Slider
Strike
freezes him
3
at the
called
plate.
on
A
Miguel
called third
Sano.
strike, and the inning
He
comes
may
to
not
a
like the
close.
call, but that is going
One
to
left
end
for
the
Tampa.
inning.
They trail in this one 3-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, C.J. Cron, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Try a curveball,
50th
first
of the
pitch.
game on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Can't get it over, so that's ball 1.
First here.
Cutter is the next call.
A ball
That
and
one's
a
down the middle,
strikeout.
but he fans that one off. Late on it.
Hey, she ain't ripped it there.
The 1-1 home.
Bottom corner cutter.
Very weakly
Taps
on
it
the
again.
ground. That winds up foul for the second strike.
Still late on it, so let's go up and in on this one, I think.
The 1-2 is looked
No
at
swing
for
on
ball
one that
number
was
2.
inside. But maybe that's got him set up for another one away. Let's curveball this one. Low outside corner. And he gets a bat on that one, but he's just early on it.
The
How about
2-2 one more
Change
time.
up inside.
A bouncer to the
Tapper.
left side. Devers
And that's
has
Rafael
it.
Devers over at third.
And a good
And that'll
throw
be
gets him, one
the
gone.
first out of the inning.
So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category.
Jason having a better
Max
day
Kepler,
so
the
far
next to grab
against
a
these
bat.
guys on the
Wide
Rays.
out in his first at-bat,
Rays
so
historically,
making 0
I mean, their
for 1
ERA
so far.
didn't really tell the story so much, but Jason has had some historically bad appearances against these Rays.
Here's the
And it's
first
kind of
pitch
nice to
him.
see him pitching better against them in
Lays
his
off,
outing
1-0.
here. Maybe it's the blue shirts. I really like those blue Boston jerseys.
Hit hard
That
on the
one's
ground
right
and
up the
short.
middle at Adam Frazier, so that's going to be a
Gets him
ground
2
out
down.
for Max Kepler for the second out. And just as an aside, I have been watching Mr. Hurricane's Minnesota Twins franchise that he started all the way back in the show 17. And it's funny to see some of these names like Miguel Sano and Max Kepler showing up when they presented something of a part in the series in its early days.
Let her rip, let her rip.
He's ready. Here's
Sano
the first
more so than
offering.
Kepler, I suppose, but
D-Rock.
swing and a
Swung
miss on
out,
that
missed,
two-seamer up and
outclassed
in.
by that fastball for a strike.
95 miles an hour. He was late on it. Calls for one in off the plate.
Fastball
Baroa
misses
doesn't
inside.
swing
It's
at one
even at 1.
inside.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
How about a cutter up?
Line toward the gap in
That
left
one's
center.
into the
A
gap.
dive, but he
Ben
can't
Intendi
get there.
can't
This is
pull
gonna
it
be
down,
trouble
so
out
that
there
is
in
going
left
to get to
center.
the wall.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
So everyone knows that
That's unfortunate. Bryce Baroa now having a 2-for-2 game with a double.
You never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So the batting order.
Always
turns
feel
over
nervous
now
about those
and set to
diving
go.
catches. I have done ever since
Singled
about
his last
AAA.
time up. First delivery to him on the way.
But You know, when they work, they're fantastic highlight reel catch, and when they don't work, they give the opposition a real good opportunity to get some extra bases.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Swing and a miss on that curveball. Late on it.
One here. You can do it.
Cutter up.
Takes this the other way.
Fans that
right.
one off to
And that's in
Puig,
there.
and that's going to
Base
be
hit.
men at the corners
And
now.
the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Well, I think it's
So with
safe to
2
say the ice
outs,
is melted
Bo
on this
Gallegos
guy. He has
goes
been
3 for
cold coming
3
into
on
this
the day.
game. But that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Anthony Small.
Historically,
He'll take a look at
Gallegos has had
ball
pretty good numbers
1.
against
0 for
Jason. He's
2
got a
for him to this
6'10
point.
WOBO, which translates to a 144 OPS. Got 1 career home run against him and only 1 strikeout in all his appearances, including that one.
Right here. Come on, big.
The 1-0 delivery. Fouled away.
So foul ball makes it 1-1.
No runs on 6 hits and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Change up inside, right over at Dan Vogelbach, and he's going to get over to first and make the play to keep it scoreless for Tampa.
Rays strand a pair. Still down 3-0.
Or rather, keep it scoreless for Boston or keep Tampa Bay scoreless.
Ready for another shot now.
Boston
Devin
still
Travis.
nothing
He'll
going
have
in the
opportunity
bottom of the
to kick
6th.
Things off as we begin the home 6th. First
Try a
offering
slider
on its
first
way.
pitch.
Missed with
Can't
a
get it
slider.
in the zone, so that's ball 1. How about a curveball?
Back up the middle.
That's right up the middle at Adam
Ranges
Frazier, so
to
that's
his
going to be a
left.
nice little ground out
Goes
over
in
there.
Time, and that's out number 1.
Not so much on the strikeouts today for Jason,
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez.
but considering we've been getting good ground out results, good fly out results, hits have been
Ready
coming
to
few and
deliver.
far
Here's the
between.
first pitch.
Swing and a miss on
Back,
one.
a swing and a miss.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful
So
with.
curveball inside,
Swing and a
taps
little
at the
tap
plate
up, but it
for
gets
strike
fouled.
2. How about a nice little slider
It's high, let it fly.
down and away with some showtime on it. Okay, well, you got a hold of that one. So let's
Into
try a
the lineup. Here
fastball up
comes
and
the
in.
0-2 pitch.
Just off the
Fastball that just
corner.
misses. Ball 1.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see
Okay,
if he comes
so
back
now
with
what?
another
2-seam
fastball
outside.
elevated
Not
and
my
drops
usual
the hammer
pitch, but
on.
I'll give it a try.
The 1-2. Is fastball taken high. For a
Fastball
ball.
just above the zone, and
One
that's
out,
2-2.
nobody on.
Well, how about change up down and in?
Trying
Still
to nibble
nothing.
Here, and he misses
3-2
to run
count.
it full now. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble.
All right. Well, Carlos Perez has had some really good vision at this at-bat, but I'm looking to strike him out.
And
Swing
he
and a
struck
miss
him
on that
out.
cutter
Second
down
time
and
tonight
in,
Now that he's been set down on
and
strikes.
that'll be his second
That swing
strikeout of the
tells me
night.
he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best.
Swung a little
two-strike
bit early on
approach
that cutter. That's 2 away.
Now batting. Center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Standing in.
How about
Kevin
a cutter
Kiermaier.
outside?
As he'll take a look at a
Dot
high
the
strike
corner
that
there.
time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far.
You're a good one.
Curveball outside low corner. Taps it at the plate. You know what? I'm feeling cheeky. Let's give him the nice old ant special. High inside curveball. Now, it's been suggested in the developer streams that this is not going to be as effective as it was
And the
this
inning is
year
over.
in online play. We'll see how it changes in
Rays go in order.
the
1,
offline
2,
meta.
3.
but
trail it here 3-0.
for occasional giggles in Road to the Show, works a treat. It's the end of the 6th inning.
Here's Miguel Sano.
And leading off for the Rays.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
He's ready.
Try a two-seamer inside.
And that's
A little
inside
too
for
far
a ball.
inside, Jay.
1-0.
Ball 1.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Jason pitching much more efficiently in this one. Only 79 pitches through 6 innings.
2 balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
2 balls
These
in
guys
this one.
have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting
Swinging a
great
miss on
hits
that
stand
changeup
either.
down
This
on the
starter
2-0
has kept
pitch.
the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
You would think that they'd eventually figure out that that's Jason's game when he's behind in the count. But as of yet, I don't know that they've totally cracked the code on it.
All even now, 2-2.
2-2 count. Late on it, tipped it foul. How about a curveball below the zone?
And this will
No
miss down
swing.
low in the dirt,
That's
so he's
unfortunate.
worked it full now at 3-2.
All right, well,
Grade 8.
Showtime slider. Using, I think, the last of my Showtime here.
That they got
Ooh.
a shot to get back in this one.
Miguel Sano watches that one go in, and that is called ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers
Well, I'd much rather walk him
than
than I would give him a ball to mash, as I've said before.
But he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the
Sprays
right
off
field
the
line,
changeup.
but that's a foul ball.
All right, all
Late
you're
on it.
asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base.
Swing and a miss on the cutter up.
Back into this game right now if you're going to
Good
find
timing
a way.
on it, so let's try not do another one of those. How about a slider down?
Tried to get him
Not
to
so
go
much,
after
huh?
one below the knees,
Okay.
but it's 1-2.
1-2 count.
Hey, see it? Drive it right there.
How about a cutter away?
Ball
No
2.
swing.
Sano gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Change up in.
Rounded down the
Swatted
third
down the
base
line,
line.
but that goes
This is
foul.
gonna be a foul ball as that keeps things
He's
at
early on it
2-2.
again.
Let it rip right here.
All even at 2-2. Here it is.
That's
Double
over to
play
Tony
ball to
Kemp at second.
4,
Adam
6,
Frazier,
3,
Dan
and they
Vogelbach.
turn the
Nice little double play to get us to 2 away
Nice
in
job
the
on the
7th
mound
inning.
to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Up next for Tampa Bay, right fielder,
Max Kepler
the
now
next
up
to
to
grab
bat.
a bat. He offers at it and
Sprays
hits it into
off
the
to
air
left field. Andrew Benintendi's out there to pull it in, and that will end the inning after 7 scoreless for Jason. He might be done for the day. Not sure how they're going to feel about it with 91 pitches pitched. He's certainly put in a full day's work for himself. But we would like to see Boston keep this one under wraps, or even blow it open even further. Not going to happen today.
Yeah,
We're
he
still at
settled
8
in
or
early
3-0
enough
at the bottom of the
to
8th, and
lead
it
his
hasn't
guys
changed
gave him
since the
to
first
take
inning.
some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Curveball, inside corner for the first strike.
Hey, we're
Baroa
moving
has
into
been
the
one of the
later
success
innings
stories
right
of the
here.
night. He's
This
2
guy's
for 2 so
continuing to
far, and
pitch well,
he's looking to make
but
it 3
his
for
first pitch
3.
Strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on.
Swing and a miss on the cut, a two-seamer up.
A tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, that's just
So
a great
how
mix
about
of
one
pitches
in
right
off
there,
the
and that's what
plate?
this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Count remains
Fanned
at
off.
0-2.
Going out to the stands. Still late.
The windup.
How about
and
that
the
slider
0-2
down and
pitch.
away?
And here's the
Strike
slider.
3
Strike
called.
3
Bryce
called, and
Baroa
that'll be
goes
the
down
first
on
out of the
strikes.
inning. Couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here.
That'll be bring
3-0
Bo
our
Gallegos
score as
back
you
to
get
the
a look
plate.
here at
He's
the
3
inning
for
by
3 on the
inning
day,
recap through the
looking to
first
make it 4 for
7 and
4.
change.
number 7.
First pitch coming.
See
Here
what
it is.
happens.
And the
Change up down gets no swing.
Bases are empty, one man.
Calls for a slider away. I guess we'll give it to him. Taps it on the outside corner. Well off the corner, actually, but who's counting? Two-seamer up and in.
2-1 to the Rays.
Just about clips his elbow there.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Okay, two-seam down, still nothing. 3-1 count for pitch 100 here. See if we can't locate this changeup on the corner. Bo's ready to take a walk, but he's going to have to wait on this one. So, I guess, give him a two-seamer up and in. He wants to swat that one far, but he's early on it.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Got no showtime left, so we're just going to have to make this one work. Slider down and away. What you got?
Hit on the ground.
Bouncer over to short. Adam Frazier throwing on the run. Bounces, sails over his head, bounces to the dugout, and that's going to be a double for Bo Gallegos, making it 4 for 4 on the day with a double.
Man, this throw is nowhere close. As we take a look
Actually,
at
it's going to be
a
error. He's 6, but
not
who's
sure
counting?
He rushed the thrower. He just lost the grip as it left his hand, but he's not going to be happy with himself.
And Anthony Small at the plate.
Striding into the box. Anthony
has not had the success of the one-hole hitter tonight.
There's a slider to start
He's
things
0
out.
for
Looked at
3.
For ball 1.
Well,
And of course, Jason would like to keep it that way, make it 0 for 4.
He's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Left side.
That one's going to be at Rafael Devers, and that is going to be out number 2. So that'll bring up Devin Travis. Last, or the next pitcher in this at-bat, hopefully the last one.
First offering on its way. Out in front of a fastball as this is,
and that's going to fall down. Jason's going to allow the run on what's going to turn into a Devin Travis RBI single that he tries to stretch into a double.
Rays will settle for just a 1.
But
ninth inning coming up.
Jason's scoreless bid ends in the bottom of the 8th, but he's still up 3-1, and that'll be his day, I got to imagine.
Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from inside the Trop as you get a nice look outdoors. Craig Kimbrell.
And they bring on Craig Kimbrell to close out the game. 1.23 ERA with 6 saves in 19 games this year, so not exactly the closing I would like to see out of him, but we'll have to make it work with the 3-1 lead at the end of the 8th. See how Boston closes this one out. Survey says...
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect a save.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Boston hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the
Well,
win.
the Rays are unable to defend the Trop as Jason pitches for 8 innings, allowing 1 run on an error, on 1 walk and 7 hits, collecting 6 strikeouts and the win. He goes to 3-3 on the year, and he goes to 49-35 in his career. His ERA has gone to 2.35, his FIP is at 2.48, and his xFIP is at 3.11. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.